So do you actually change the speeds on this when you're grinding?
Right now I was just doing full on 1.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to rip it. Here, we'll go to 2.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. One's for sanding, one's for polishing. I don't know.
Yeah, well, for polishing, I always use high speed.
Yeah.
I don't ever polish at low speed. But for this, I was just doing 1 to test it. I'm going to go to 2 now. But I've used this heavily for buffing so far. I've only used it a little bit with the grinder wheels. So right now we're...
And what would you use this for, though? What would you use before this tool on here?
Air grinder.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, with the hair hose, and this is so light and maneuverable. The good thing about it is I have it going slow right now, and I'm deburring all these edges so people that use this, it goes on a kitchen sink in a restaurant. I don't want people sliding their hand over. So it's perfect on low speed, and I'm just deburring the whole thing. If I used my air grinder, I'd be ripping too much metal off.
No.
So I'm intentionally doing 1 and triggering it because it's got variable speed.
Right.
So that's on purpose. And it's working awesome. And this is stainless steel. If this was soft metal, that corner would have disappeared in a second.
Wow.
So it's not like this is not working hard right now, because this is hard. This is 304
Did you make this bend here?
Yeah.
Why? What does that do?
This was a flat piece of steel 2 hours
What does this X do? Why?
to make it rigid.
Oh, really?
So it doesn't pop in and out. Like,
Oh, good idea.
Bounce. And plus, when the water's going to run into this sink or this sink.
Oh, man, Pat, you're so smart. You guys, what's up? We're here with Pat, the master of all trades, body shop, Body Builders Auto here in Rolling Meadows. He's already an Ingersoll fan. We brought him out the new IQ12 polisher / buffer, and he's been using it for all kinds of things. What do you like about it, Pat?
Real ergonomic. They planned it out. You can look, like you can see right now the way I'm rolling around corners and everything. It's just balanced and smooth, super smooth. The trigger, variable speed trigger, you can go as slow as you want, and then if you're going into a straight open area, rip it. I'm on 1 right now, grinding stainless, and just deburring the whole thing. But I'm going to go to 2 and see what it does on the corners. I just didn't want to take off too much at once, so 1 was more controllable. We'll go to 2 and see what happens.
So, wait, are you using this more in this capacity or polishing?
No, I've been using it heavily in buffing.
Yeah.
And so now I'm trying it on this because this is stainless that I just happened to make this piece today for the restaurant.
Right.
And I thought, this is the perfect time to test this thing on stainless with for deburring and stuff.
And you don't have to whip out an air hose and all that.
Yeah.
So, as far as polishing, how does it perform?
Excellent.
Really?
Yeah. And the thing is, I can go outside now. Say a customer wants to know if a scratch is going to come off their car. I just grab some compound, I go out there, and they're like, oh my gosh, that is unbelievable. Normally I'd have to pull the car in. If there's cars in the way, I got to move them, pull that car in, get an air hose out. Right now, I can go take care of a customer in literally 3 minutes, which would have taken 15 minutes before. So it's a huge time saver, but you can bear down on this thing pretty good for buffing, and it does kick out if you literally almost stop it. That's the only thing I noticed about it. But when it was kicking out, I didn't pay attention to the battery reserve.
Oh, battery fuel status gauge.
Yeah. Which
Now,
is
your
new.
other ones didn't have that.
No, this is new.
Is that huge for you?
It's
it's huge for me, but I didn't know if for a professional.
It's a big deal for me. Here's why. See, I'm going to go carry all this stuff out to a car. I'm ready to go, pull the trigger. It goes for 30 seconds, done. If I know I got a buff a scratch in the car, I'm getting a battery that's got full power.
Right, absolutely.
So I'm not coming back in for a battery.
Yeah.
So that is a big deal for me because when these batteries quit, they quit all at once.
Right,
So you
lithium.
can think you got power, you get out there, it quits in 30 seconds.
And I like how they're on the pack because some of them put it on the tool, which is still good, but it's just you don't have. It's one less step. And then here's the battery right here.
There's full one.
Just push it. And then it comes with some of this stuff. Obviously, not all this. Oops, sorry, this is contaminated now.
Let's see on 2. Yeah, it does. It comes with all the pads. This is obviously not from Ingersoll. This one comes with it, but I stock these and they fit right on here. This is the buffer, Velcro buffer pad, and my pads fit right in here perfectly, press fit.
Nice.
Which is awesome.
What tool would you use before with those pads?
I have an air one.
Oh, really?
An air buffer.
Wow, I didn't even know you did.
Dynabraid.
Oh, okay.
And they're again good buffer. It doesn't have the RPM this one does.
Right.
But being that air, it's got the torque. But literally, since I got my hands on this, I haven't pulled out the Dynabraid
Wow.
because I have to get air and all that. So
Do other people have other people here seen it?
This?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to it.
Really?
All 3 detailers come in and grab it off my toolbox all the time. This is used at least a couple times a day. And a lot of it is customer service. They like it so much, they'll see scuffs on a car, and because this thing's laying here, they'll go buff them off for nothing as
Wow.
a customer service.
So you're losing money.
Yeah. Well, before we would just leave them. Because it's not from us.
Right.
And now they're doing customer service just because they like using this so much.
Right. That's cool.
So it's great, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
anytime we buff a scratch, it's always free if it's not, if they ask us to.
Right.
But with this, they're doing them without even being asked.
So, I mean, how have you been with I know you've been using the Ingersoll stuff for a while. Has it been pretty good for you? Any complaints or anything?
No complaints
Really?
at all.
Wow. I mean, you can complain. It's
No,
okay.
seriously.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm gonna do it on this. I'm gonna try and stop it. When we put the buffer wheel on, I'll show you if it's gonna kick out.
Right.
Whatever that overheat.
But,
is.
I mean, even with a wool pad, that'll burn paint, though, right?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, especially if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
But way harder to burn paint with this than an electric buffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Electric just doesn't stop.
Right.
This you can actually, it's not as powerful.
Right, right. It's just a little 12 volt.
But
So,
this is on 2 right now. I'm gonna finish these 3 corners.
right,
and then
cool.
We're gonna
Go
put
ahead.
the buffer on. That is nice. That is so smooth. It makes it fun to deburr.
yeah.
Here, one over here, and then I'll change it. Yeah, nice. Cool. One more and I'm gonna change it.
All right.
Right here.
Good stuff.
Buffer pad on here.
What chemicals are you using?
This is Norton's liquid ice.
Yeah.
This stuff is amazing.
Is it a one step? No, it's a cut.
This is 1 polish, 3 steps. A lot of them you had to use step 1, step 2, step 3. Like if it was black, you go to step 3.
Right.
Norton came out with this liquid ice, and it's 1 polish, 3 pads. So I use this pad
To cut?
to cut, use this pad for the intermediate polish, and then I go to a white pad for the high, or a blue
All
one.
with the same chemical?
All with one.
That's so
all
weird.
with
How
the-
does it do that?
I don't know.
Makes it feel gritty at first?
Yeah. And
Wow.
actually, it'll cut some heavy scratches.
Maybe as it heats up, it gets less gritty. I don't know.
But there's something goes. I don't know what it is, because
chemical.
instead of having to change pads and polishes, you just change the pad.
Wow, Norton's liquid ice.
Yeah, the stuff is excellent.
Dude, 3M Perfected's been around forever.
Yeah, and this is. I just brought this out because this pad, black pad, and that go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
love
gonna-
the smell of that Perfected.
Yeah?
I don't know why. Did you ever heard of Malco Plum Crazy?
No.
Oh, okay. That's what we used to use at Motorworks. But
So
All right,
this is.
and-
I'm gonna have it on 2. There's some built-up paint on here. Here, here, here. This is my car. I'm gonna sell, so it's one I bought that was wrecked. So I'm gonna buff on it and intentionally slow the buffer down and stuff because it's my car.
All right.
So if I burn it, it's my problem. Anyway,
I don't think you'll burn it.
liquid ice. No, I'm gonna-
Man, that liquid ice stuff, dude. I'm gonna check that out. Like I was talking to someone and they're like, "Oh, I buff my car every year." It's bad to buff your car.
Yeah,
every
you don't
year.
wanna do that.
Yeah, you only want to
No, you
buff it when
wanna-
it absolutely needs it.
Instead of buffing it every year, I should wax it 3-4 times a year.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of turtle wax ice?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I used it, but I don't know how long it lasted. I put it on because I think you're the one that told
Yeah.
me. Yeah, you told me about it. And I used it on a car that I sold, another one of these, but so I don't know how it lasted, but it
Yeah.
was it's
Easy.
Easy.
Yeah, I love that
I mean,
stuff,
like,
man.
simple.
I don't know why. There's no carnauba in there or anything, but
No.
I love it, man.
Yeah, it's here somewhere.
It's all I
up
use.
on the shelf or
Turtle
something.
wax ice.
So here, we're gonna spread it out a little bit so we don't wing it all over the place. All right. Now I'm gonna intentionally try to kick it out.
Wow, that stuff works good, man. Take that right out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't leave swirls.
Well, that's step 1.
Yeah.
And then I'll put this pad on with the liquid ice again.
Oh,
and
wow.
then you're done. You'll see it when I do that. Right now I'm trying to get it to kick there. See, it stopped.
Okay.
See that? Now.
So you're pushing
See
hard.
that?
Okay.
It stopped.
Is that a good or bad thing?
It's a bad thing, but I'm not sure if it's the battery. This battery has one.
Oh, it's flashing. Let's try a new battery.
Yeah, but it was kicking out the other day too, and so now this battery has 4.
Okay, so it's
So
fully
let's see
charged.
what. Yeah, well, it
Close.
just dropped. Yeah, it's 4. So now let's see if it kicks out with a new battery. Yes, it does. So that's a feature that I was wondering the other day. See that? I'm intentionally.
I mean, do you really want to push that hard though?
No, I'm doing it on purpose.
Okay.
So I can show you that it was kicking out.
Right.
And it's actually, that's probably a good thing that it's kicking out. So if an amateur can't burn paint,
Right.
I'm obviously trying to do that.
Right.
But I wouldn't use this pressure normally.
Right.
But what's good about it, say I'm buffing and I grab an edge.
Right. Oh, it's
stops.
gonna, yeah. You're not gonna rip.
So you're not going to
something.
rip the edge off.
Right.
So it's actually a good thing, even though if you're really trying to push hard to buff something, then it would be annoying.
Right.
But normally you don't push hard to buff.
Gotcha.
So
Do you like buffing after all these years?
it's my least favorite thing to do. That's why the products like this that make it easier, this buffer and that liquid ice and stuff. See, now I'm not trying to make it kick out, so let's see if it does even when I'm buffing normal with it.
Right. Yeah. Just try to buff normally. Let's see. I mean, how much down pressure do you put on there?
Right now I'm putting quite a bit because I want to cut this paint off. This is a scratch deep in the clear, so that's
Will that come out?
That's not going to come out. It might if I wet sanded it, but I'm not going to do that.
What's a good indicator of that? Just use your fingernail. If it catches hard, you know that's wet sanding.
Yeah. If it catches light like this, I think this might come out.
And I'm gonna have to check out that Norton's Ice or whatever.
Yeah, look at that. That one came out. That was in the clear. But what you just said was right. If your fingernail catches, it's probably not. If your fingernail catches hard, it's not going to sand out. If
Right.
it catches light, you could probably sand it out.
And that means you're painting.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, automotive paint these days lasts pretty good.
It's the best
It's ever
it's
been.
ever been. It's
Even
phenomenal.
on American cars.
Oh yeah,
Like-
American cars have come a long way.
Really?
Yeah. There's still some, crappy.
What's the
paint.
worst brand for paint? The worst car that has the cheapest paint, you think?
Well, it depends on what it is. Like, sorry to say, but the Ford trucks putting some really rough paint out there.
Oh, really? I know mine seems to have orange peel all in
Super
it.
orange peel. I
Yeah.
don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then mostly Chevys have a lot of orange peel, a lot of texture.
Yeah.
And then you'll see a BMW, rougher than hell. A brand new BMW that's just grape peel. It's not orange peel, it's
Right.
grapefruit peel. It's ridiculous. I
But,
don't know why.
and BMW usually has one of the better paint jobs, right?
Yeah, normally, but you'll see some.
I guess it all depends. I mean, it's hard to keep,
We had a Porsche Panamera in here. Remember the Panamera? Remember the orange peel in that thing? Yeah. $225,000 car. Orange peel was so heavy. We showed the guy that it's so heavy he doesn't have a shine at the angle because there was so much orange
Wow.
peel. It was killing the reflection.
Yeah.
So it was dull at an angle on a $225,000 car.
Cool. So well, I'll finish this because of the pressure washer. All right, so what do you think of this thing, Pat? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah, I definitely like it.
Yep.
Good little tool.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Tools in action, you guys. Body Builders Auto. Check it out. What's your phone number?
847-670-8383.
Can people call you with any kind of body shop questions?
Yep, and this is Joe, the main.
Joe,
manager.
the main man of the body shop, Body Builders Auto. Pat's nephew, right?
Yep.
Yep. I feel sorry for you, bro.
Me too. Every day.
Tools in action. Check
Sign
it out.
out.
Remember, for more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.